'em up. It's time to make some trouble.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm running Mono Red with Jaxis, the Troublemaker. This is a new commander from New Capenna, which is the most recent set to release in Magic the Gathering. Jaxis the Troublemaker has Blitz, which means that you can play this card from your hand or from the command zone for a different cost. This does get impacted by the command tax. It comes out with haste and then gets sacrificed at the end of turn and draws a card. So that's pretty much just a way to use Jaxis' ability by giving the card haste. You lose it at the end of the turn, but it's pretty nice. The other ability, though, on Jaxis is that you can pay a red, discard a card, and create a token copy. That's another card on your battlefield. Alright, pretty sweet. It gains haste, and then it dies during your end step. When it dies, you get to draw a card. So it replaces the card that you're cloning by discarding and then drawing at the end of turn, which means that you can do some really great stuff with enter the battlefield things. Jaxis is a lot like Kiki. I would say that that's kind of the most similar feeling card, which actually brings up a good point. We have Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which is also a Kiki-like card for this deck. Jaxis, if you're building an EDH, you can actually build some pretty cool combos, especially using some like artifacts that loop through the graveyard. I'm not doing that. This is an on death and enter the battlefield deck in mono red. So that means we've got things like Meteor Golem at the high end, things that just destroy permanent or burn face. I've got ways to take extra combat steps so we can get more damage in with those clones we're creating. Strong enter the battlefields, and as a meme, have to have the Mirror March. You know what, I cut a bunch of fun cards out of here. I wanted to keep this one, and this lets me make more copies of things. I also have some cards that synergize with the discard portion of Jaxis' ability, like Fiery Temper and other Madness cards. There's not that many Madness cards. Fiery Temper and Blazing Brute Walla, I think, are the only ones I added into the deck, but that's just a way to cast the cards that you're discarding. But I also put in Containment Construct and Conspiracy Theorist, so I'm able to cast the spells that I'm discarding, which is pretty great. I'm getting tons of value. It's almost card advantage in mono red, which is weird to think about. We have a whole lot of cards that are just good for mono red, like Torbran, including a bunch of burn spells, because you have to stay alive long enough to do the silly stuff with Jaxis. So we're going to be heading into the queue with a little bit of damage. Great news, our opponent is actually running another new commander, which I'm planning on brewing soon, and it's Ginny Faye, Jetmir's second. Ginny says, hey, you know, I was gonna make tokens. Let's make those tokens better. She allows you to turn your tokens when you're creating them, and this is any kind of token, including blood token or treasure tokens, into cats with haste or dogs with vigilance. I'll keep this hand because it can kill Ginny Faye. There's a token to start things out. I'm already falling behind. Now that I've got 2 lands, I could blitz out Jaxis. That would be just me hitting them for 2 damage and drawing a card. I don't really think that's what I want to be doing. I'll let them hit me for another 1. Alright, Ginny Faye. Is it time for you to come out onto the battlefield and cause me fear? Oh, they actually can't play Ginny because they would have needed another green source. They aren't going to play Bossry Kit. Unfortunately, I can't kill Bossry with my Abrade. I can take out this token, though, and I do think that that's pretty reasonable. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to get out the Seasoned Pyromancer, which will allow me to do a little bit of filtering on my hand. I'm going to drop 1 land here. And do I want to drop the Phoenix? It gives me a play next turn. I'm just going to drop both the lands. I want the Embercleave because I'm greedy. And I think it can win games. Ginny is now on the battlefield. I think Ginny's about to get some text. A +1/+1 counter and indestructible until end of turn. And that is thankfully it. Here comes Rekindling Phoenix. Rekindling Phoenix, by the way, doesn't really have an enter the battlefield for Jaxis, but if I make a clone and the clone dies from the sacrifice, I end up with this 0/1 elemental, which, in case this dies, kind of gives me a way to bring it back again. It's pretty tasty. Oh, hey, Ginny, you planning on swinging in? Oh, first it's time for some goblins. All right. Some doglins, actually. So dragons are being fed 3/1 dogs with vigilance today. That's pretty hardcore, Ginny. I think I'm going to go ahead and swing at Bossry with all my might. I didn't end up with another land, so I could play Jaxis, or we could cleave at the beaver. Oh, woe is me, for my creature would die to your dog. Go get him, Seasoned Pyromancer! Go get him! This kills the Bossry. And now we have an Embercleave on the battlefield, which feels great. Ginny, though, kind of buffed up. Got a dog, has an eventual token maker right here. Hopefully we'll be able to take her out with something like Terror to Peaks. Forbidden Friendship. Aw, look at the cats. This is gonna flip Legion's Landing. They're so cute. They are absolutely adorable. I think that now's a perfectly fine time for me to just swing in for more damage, but I'm gonna get at Jaxis. Not gonna blitz. And I think I just chill. I can swing in for 6. I can swing in for 10. But I'm at 6 life. And I'd like to not be dead. Well, there's a good chance we're gonna be dead. This is at least one token I know that they can make have haste. Let's see if they have another. Ooh, Fires of Invention, Mirari's Wake. Everybody's bigger, badder, faster, and stronger. I guess we'll get some chump blocking in. And I do have to block with everyone. I'll move Jaxis back to the command zone. Thankfully, I do get this little buddy back. Unfortunately, I didn't get much else. So, yep. We're dead. All they have to do is make a 2/2 cat, which gets +1/+1 and has haste. Divine Visitation. Intangible Virtue. I guess they don't want to make another token. Sure. They had lethal. They didn't want lethal. This is actually the card that's most alike Ginny Fae to me, this replacement effect. They still have it. Oh, bye, Nick. Nick's heading out. I'm gonna get out the Terror of the Peaks. Urbrask would also be fine, but like again, they can kill me just by making the stuff now. I don't know what they're trying to show me, other than that they win. Patrick? Oh! It's the bees! And by the bees, I mean the cats? Yeah. Good game. Interesting choice. Well, at least we know that Ginny Fae is the bee's knees. Or the bee's cats. We're gonna head into the queue again and see if we can get another opponent, hopefully with another new deck. looks like DJ Didge is running Giada. Giada is a new Angel tribal commander who is actually very scary. She's an early beater in the air. She ramps Angels and she makes them bigger. It's kind of terrifying if it gets a good hand. I would love to play my Conspiracy Theorist here, but there's a young lady named Giada who cannot be allowed to survive on this or any battlefield. They scry. Gotta make sure they hit their land drops. Well, they have the secret lair sleeves here. Slightly terrifying. Heraldic Banner. Oh, they're just setting up this battlefield. Guess that gives me one more turn. They don't have a non-basic land, or I was actually thinking, oh yeah, Townraiser Tyrant would be nice here. Swing on in! 2 damage! Great work. Mazemind Tome is going to scry again, and they are putting it to the bottom. Wonder what they're looking for. Giada's now on the battlefield. She's a 3/2 thanks to the Heraldic Banner. They've got a Mox Amber down, which means they have 3 mana this turn still to spend. Well, there's a lot of Angels that cost 3, and it's technically an Angel. It is. And, I'm gonna get... But we can do it the fancy way. So, we're going to clone Conspiracy Theorist, drop the Scorching Dragonfire. I can exile it from my graveyard. I guess we'll absolutely do that. That one. I now have bonus Conspiracy Theorist. Gonna light Giada on fire. Goodbye, Giada. It was nice to see you. We're going to swing in with this Conspiracy Theorist. And I don't really think I want to activate that ability, so I'm going to decline. If they block and I get a land, that's nice because at least it lets me hit my land drop for this turn. And bonus points, I can take out this thing. So I probably want to save my removal for, I don't know, Giada. She's scary. She's scary. All right, I'm taking out the Faceless Agent though. It's gone. No Faceless Agent. Whoops, sorry about that. Hit my microphone. Conspiracy Theorist just chilling back here, yelling about old man things. Skyclave Apparition. They can exile my commander. Jaxis is gone. I would really like to get to use my commander in the future, so I'm not going to keep it exiled. Unfortunately, Skyclave Apparition is a permanent exile, so that can be kind of rough. I like just dropping down Terror of the Peaks here, so I'm going to do exactly that. Terror of the Peaks. What is it? Scary. Why is it? Big. They're getting their last scry in off the Mazemind Tomb. I don't feel the need to attack in here. This is just a little bit of a scary McBigs. Really like duplicating this with Jaxis because the first one deals 5 damage, the second one is just dealing double of whatever the powers that enter the battlefield. And I could blitz out Jaxis next turn if I really needed to do that. I'm probably going to end up dropping Hazoret. Gets me a lot of damage. Or maybe Townraiser Tyrant if they had a non-basic land. Maybe Ox of Agonis, discard all that. Nah. Ooh, Combat Celebrant! That's what I'm talking about! Alright, so Combat Celebrant is another great clonable because it lets me take extra combat steps. I'm gonna go ahead and blast a Johnny's Pridemate here. Just kidding, it's indestructible. Alright, I'll just swing in with Terror of the Peaks then. I was going to attack in with the Conspiracy Theorist, and just kind of discard the Ox of Agonis, get it in my graveyard. Apparently that is not in the cards today. Here's the Angel of Destiny. That's going to do some life gain if they hit my face. It's a good scary thing. I'm blocking the Johnny's Pridemate. Because as much as I like synergy, I like not dying even more. Oh. If only there was another land. If only. So I'm eyeing out what I want here. Alright, I'm going to go for the Blitz on Jaxis. Blitz on Jaxis. I'm going to deal 2 damage here. And I think I'm going to go for the Turbo Combat Slambo here. Which is totally what this is called. Get the extra 4 damage on the Angel of Destiny. And I'm going to exert both of these. They will actually untap each other. They won't let me take a second extra combat, but I will get 3 combats here, which is going to be 5 plus 4 plus 4 times 3, which is lethal. That's game. Took me a second to think about it, but I got there. Ooh, Kenrith the Returned King. Things I don't like. That I'm going up against a high-power 5-color commander with Jaxis. Things I do like. Wondering what this could be if it's not 5-color good stuff. I'm going to hope that this is like an interestingly themed Kenrith. Maybe 5-color humans. I like 5-color humans. So in my hand, we've got a nice new card here, Riveteers Requisitioner. That gives me something to play on 2. If it dies, I get a treasure. That would be lovely. Ooh, and here comes Circuit Mender. That can get me some card draw, even on its clones with Jaxis. Extra card draw. Okay, they have 3 colors down on the battlefield. And I didn't get a land. I considered blitzing out there. Could be a board wipe. A Wrath of God or the like. Oracle of Moldiah. That is a treasure map. Yeah, it still feels like it's just going to be 5-color good stuff, so I don't love that. I'm going to get out Jaxis. I'm going to copy Circuit Mender. I'm going to discard... Well, you are tempting. Perforos. Perforos. The sneak attacking's cool, but you know what's even more cool? Bugabugs. That's what I call aggro. Okay, so this dies. And I'll get to draw a card. And I'll get to draw a card. Okay, so I got a mountain. That's good. Unfortunately, now I have too many cards in hand. Bye, Townraiser Tyrant. I love you, Townraiser Tyrant. I'll see you later, Townraiser Tyrant! Arcane Signet is now out and ready. Hostage Taker is going to take... My boy! No! You monster! Have some sushi. At sushi. Such cruelties. And I see a board wipe on top of their deck. This is absolutely 5-color good stuff. Nyx Bloom Ancient, Kaya's Wrath, Kenrith. You're a boring old man. And I wish you would do things more interesting. Here comes King Dad. Kenrith himself. You know what I have? A hope and a dream. that I will win this battle. Okay, I'm just going to let the Circuit Mender die. So it gives me a higher chance of drawing a way to deal lethal damage this upcoming turn. I have 9 damage. I have 9 damage by doing Gold Span and Spike Field. But 9 is frustratingly not 10. So I'm going to hit the emergency escape button. And I'm going to wipe the board. I'm going to use Atsushi to make treasure because I think there's a good chance I'll be able to swing back in. I could not let them live another turn there, though, because Kenrith can gain a lot of life. Here's 3 treasure tokens. Lovely. And, yeah, I'm just going to chill here. Nyx Bloom Ancient. Thankfully, with no other mana sources. Okay. This seems okay. Because what I can do is I can say Goldspan Dragon. These now tap for more mana. Torbran. And that's lethal, baby. Mono Red beats the 5-color menace again. Looks like things are about to get stinky and blinky. Our opponent is running Yorian. Only have a 2-lander here. This is a bit better. We have 3. I've got Chain Whirler, Cavalier, and Burning Sun's Avatar as well. A Scry and put it to the bottom. What could it be? Oh, I don't want to blitz you out, Jaxis. I know you want to get blitzy. I know you want to brawl. You're a troublemaker. Soulguide Lantern. Hey, I can't destroy that with Scorching Dragonfire. Play a creature. Do it for me. Alright, well, here comes Goblin Chain Whirler. It's gonna deal 1 damage to their face. You know, that could have been a Mana Tithe. But it wasn't. Good little 3/3 with First Strike. Part of the 3-color cycle from Dominaria of the 3 mana pip cards. Chain Whirler, Banalish Marshal. There was a Djinn. Was it the big elf? The 5/4 elf? That was pretty sweet. Steel Leaf. Champion. And then there was the Super Shade, which was actually pretty boring. Okay, so Sigrid's coming out here. Sigrid can exile my Goblin Chain Whirler. And I would like it to exile my Goblin Chain Whirler. Reasoning. Because then I get to enter the battlefield again if I can kill Sigrid. And I have a hope, a dream, and a true belief that I can Scorching Dragonfire. I would rather play Jaxis on this turn, though. Four mana. 1 Sigrid. And Soul Herder. That's going to get them some good Skablinkies. Blinking Sigrid here just returns Chain Whirler. This is a May ability. They're smart to not do it. This is actually a kind of terrifying creature. I am greatly considering killing it instead of Sigrid, but I have a way to do that, and it's called Scorching Dragonfire. I think exiled from the battlefield. This might get a little weird. I might have to make the clone of Goblin Chain Whirler in order to... Wait a minute. Don't mind me. This is just making things better. Yeah, let's drop the Burning Sun's Avatar. Yeah! Excellent work. Now I have a Fiery Temper. Oh, that's a great card for me to be discarding. Five mana for Elspeth Conquers Death. That can only hit Jaxis or the Chain Whirler. They're gonna take out my commander. Darn shame. Alright, come on back. At least I have 5 mana for the Terror of the Peaks. They have 15 life. I have, you know, some damage. Oh, right, they can blink it. It's gone. It's gone. Goodbye, my beautiful Terror of the Peaks. Swing it in. You want to block? How dare you make the right decision? I know I can cast that off the Madness if I had another land. I don't right now. If they had blocked there, we would have been able to take this out scot-free. Thassa now has another blink chain here, where Thassa can blink the Yorion, can blink the Elspeth Conqueror's Death. They may just want to bring back Soul Herder. I'm not actually sure. But I think we're actually pretty clear here to kill our opponent. Because even though they blank this, it doesn't come back until my next end step. Because, hey, it already happened at the end of the turn. So let's go ahead and start things off. Nice and easy breezy. Fiery Temper. Ooh, or can I not because of the taxes? I might have to go for Urabrask. That forces them to block. Not enough. We can have that. I think I'm just gonna lead with the Strangle here. Because I unfortunately can't afford that. Swing in with all these guys. Try to bully them into the block. Get a little bit more damage off the Cavalier. And Planar Incision. They're actually blinking Yorion here. They can blink Thassa. That doesn't do too much. I only get 7 in, putting them at 4. Elspeth Conqueror's Death does come back. It's going to take out the Cavalier. Cavalier is exiled, not dead, so I don't get its on-death ability. Not that I have any lands in the graveyard. And Spirited Companion, it's a little puppy who draws a card. Good boy. Who's your good boy? Reverent Hoplite is actually going to completely clog up this board. They hit me for another 5. They're gonna blink Yorion, and they're probably going to blink this, this, and this. Just keep setting things up. I have enough mana, though, to blitz Jaxis here. That only gets rid of the 1/1s. But it's really funny. And I think it will set up for the Fiery Temple lethal. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to blitz. Off the blitz, we're going to copy Goblin Chain Whirler, discarding Fiery Temper. I can't cast it for its madness costs? Or can I? Oof. Alright, wait. That was a mistake. It got impacted by the taxes. But we still have lethal just because we have enough attacks. Great work. It would have been spicier to use the madness ability. Are you ready? Because it's time for Jetmir. Alright, so Jetmir is the new Naya commander from Straits of New Capenna. What does Jetmir do? He goes wide, which means that I'm going to absolutely keep this hand because it has a board wipe in it, and I'm just going to hope that I manage to get 5 mana before they completely obliterate me. Yeah, that seems good. So what Jetmir does is Jetmir is already like a pretty big, beefy creature, but Jetmir buffs himself and the other creatures on the battlefield depending on how many total creatures you have. If you have 3, +1/+0 in Vigilance. If it's 6, add a little bit of Trample and another +1/+0 on there. And hey, are you feeling great? You have 9 or more creatures? Then they get Double Strike. And another +1/+0. +3/+0 Vigilance, Trample, and Double Strike. It's a lot to contest with. Are you gonna kill my Soul-Scar Mage? Oh my, a Swords to Plowshares on my little guy. On my little guy. Adeline, that's great for going wide. And, again, I plan on burning down the house, so I don't think I should play, play out anything. I could play Hazoret. She's indestructible. We just have to, like, not die next turn. Easy peasy. Enough. Hazoret, get out here! It's not like you can do anything, but you're cool, and you're a big old fox cat thing. I think it's a fox. I think Hazoret's supposed to be a fox. He looks fox or kind of jackal-like. Tauren's Fist of the Angels. And the Black Market Tycoon. Alright, so they are very, 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 very wide. And I am taking a good amount of damage here. But that's what this emergency escape button is. Oh, hey, Evercleave. Hi, opponent. Hi, creatures. Alright, let's start that over again. Whew, 10 life. Alright, so they've got a 15 life lead on me. They're about to spit out 2 tokens. I can make 2 more next turn. Goldspan Dragon! My dear, my beloved! Come here. Attack Elspeth for me. And I'm just going to play at the Shattered Skull Smashing as a land. Maya. They can swing in for 4 here, because I don't actually have a blocker, but they might have felt like I had a way to discard. That's cool. I don't blame them for not swinging in there. Chandra. Here. How lovely it is to see you. I want to attack. Attack I shall. And cleave, perhaps? Just a wee bit. And that's game. Oh, I think I'm actually playing against a viewer right now. Underrealm Blitz is running Kesa. This was a commander which was requested that I play because there's a couple combos that go well with Kesa. This is another new card from the Streets of New Capenna. And what does she do? She rewards you for drawing cards in the colors that really can just lock down the battlefield. Very scary to face her. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to pull through here. Be victorious against Kesa and her card draw. Here comes Kesa. And unfortunately, I cannot afford to Devil's Play her to death. But I can't afford to Devil's Play the Ornithopter, so I'm going to. Hopefully next turn I can get out Chandra, and I can kill Kesa with the -3 ability. That's 4 lands, and an attack for 3. The big cheese is attacking! Please don't have a counter spell. What am I saying? You're an Esper deck and you're holding up 4 mana. Of course you have a counter spell. There's no universe where you don't have a counter spell. I think I could use a little guy. Check it out. Here's my little guy. His name is Dwarf. Dwarf, protect my Chandra. And, well, she's been washed away. Underrealm Lich. Esper Sentinel is going to be taxing my non-creatures, or they'll be drawing. I don't actually have any, though. No! My thoughts! You wouldn't. You wouldn't erase a thought, would ya? They would. They are. There goes my Ox of Agonis in the graveyard, where I can do silly things with it by escaping it. Take the 3. I'm getting chipped away at. A land. Goldspan Dragon. I'm gonna just go ahead and attack her for 4. Boop. I can get that Jaxis blitzed or otherwise next turn. Discovery. Gets them another ping on me. Ooh. The Soul Shatter. There goes my Goldspan Dragon into the garbage. At least this dwarf is stopping the Esper Sentinel from attacking in. Ooh, but now the Esper Sentinel will have to face off against a mightier foe. Torbran! It's pretty cool. Yes, I think so. I'm also gonna play Jaxis. Just regular. Hey, it's Jaxis. Now, if I clone Torbran, unfortunately, the clone will just die. But that is a way to kind of like exchange cards in my hand if I really need to. Rude! It's the conspiracy theorist! For one, buddy. And I obey the one. And I'm just gonna, you know, block. Hopefully draw something useful. I'm only 3 draws away from them winning the game. Alright, they're holding back here. I'm gonna go ahead and make a copy of the Conspiracy Theorist, discarding this mountain. I'm going to attack in. And what do we draw? Just a land. I can still hold it. Oh, so close. Did they not scry? Go away. I need something a little better. Okay, so what you got for me? Oh, I'm terrified. Divination kills me. Townraiser Tyrant. Oh, okay. Let's get the Townraiser Tyrant out here. Sure. I actually could have discarded that. Now I'm just trying to get damage in where I can. What are you looking at? Erebos' intervention. There goes the Ox. And I will select Watery Grave. Swing in with the clone. It dies. I draw a card. What's it gonna be? It's... Okay, Vishino Pyromancer. 1 turn remaining. Fateful Absence on my commander. Oh, card draw for me! Why, thank you, opponent. I appreciate this greatly. Alright, can I get lethal? Part of the cards. Part of the cards. Clone a Townraiser Tyrant. Discard the Vishino Pyromancer. Exile the Vishino Pyromancer. Target, Shipwreck Marsh. Attack in with everyone. Pay the 1. Vishino Pyromancer comes in. And unfortunately, this damage is now dealt on end step. That was a good game. That was a close one, Kesa. But you know what? It was a well-fought battle. GG, Kesa. GG. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I am hoping that some of you will come and watch us live. I'm always streaming at twitch.tv/Amazonian pretty much every single day of the week, except for Tuesday, because Tuesdays are terrible. If you liked seeing Jaxis and you want to see more new commanders, please let me know either in the comments or, I don't know, you can tweet at me saying what kind of commanders you want to see from the new set. I've been doing a little bit of brewing on the side. I've mostly been playing limited though, so I'd love to see what your ideas are so I can play those decks. Thank you for watching. Bye!